Hello po mga kapwa kong API. Welcome back to our channel. Pasensya na po if late or na-delay yung upload natin. Medyo busy kasi tayo sa buhay-buhay pero mainit-init yung mga updates ngayon. Not just sa portfolio natin, pero sa buong mundo na rin, syempre. First, I'm gonna show you the portfolio I have. I've increased my holdings sa Philippine Stock Exchange, of course. Savings wise, I've added a little bit pero again, hindi siya ganun ka-significant. I'm hoping na wala sa inyong gumagaya sa akin dahil super risky nitong ginagawa ko. By the way, none in this video is financial advice. Always do your own research before investing with any kind of asset. So, we are up. Nag-increase ako ng 1,000 pesos sa Dragon FICO. And as you could see, significant ang increase ko when it comes sa CoinsPH sa crypto ko. Recently, the crypto market has been down. So let's check what's happening right now. Sa 1 hour time frame, pumababa tayo, yun ang trend. That's because of the current news, syempre. But on our 24-hour time frame, paakyat tayo. I'm hoping na tumaas pa siya. If not, I'll keep buying at the bottom and then we'll wait for the next bull market. Kasi sabi nga nila, it's now the bear market. So, we'll wait for that. Hopefully, bumaba pa siya. If bumaba pa yung market, then we have spare change or maliit, of course, na amount to get into the assets we have. So, going back. Aside from that, medyo yan, nagdagdag nga ang debts ko. Trying my best to actually fix this. Kaso nga, marami pang emergencies, marami pang kailangan bayaran. So for now, I'll pay the minimums and then work with the budget we have, lalo na ngayon. So with that said, yan, check natin yung news. As you could see, nagkabombahan na po. Binomba ng ng Israel and US ang Iran. And one of these news, in-intercept daw ng Israel ang missiles after reporting the launch from Iran. Thankfully, sabi naman ng Pangulo natin, wala naman daw OFW na naapektuhan. I'm really hoping, I'm praying kasi marami din po akong kilala and people close to me na nasa Middle East. So hopefully matigil na tong kaguluhan, wala sa kanilang madamay kasi nakakatakot siya. So let's watch this. Let's play it little bit kasi baka ma-copyright tayo. Ayan o, yung bomba. Pause natin saglit. Kitang-kita talaga siya, no? And as of this reporting po, naka-close na ang airspace ng Middle East, UAE if I'm not mistaken. So, lahat ng flights papuntang Middle East would be restricted. Well, due to security concerns, syempre. I'm hoping they'll keep it that way until humupa yung tension. Nagsalita na rin si Donald Trump, of course, but dito muna tayo kasi sabi nga yung supreme leader daw ng Iran na si Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. Sorry pagkakabigas ko. But si Ali Khamenei napatay daw dun sa airstrike na nangyari. Let's see this.
הבוקר במתקפת פתע עוצמתית השמדנו בלב טהרן את המתחם של הרודן חמינאי.
Yan. The compound dictator Ali Khamenei in the heart of Tehran.
במשך 3.5 עשורים.
3.5 decades siyang naging cruel dictator, sabi nga nila. Again, wala naman ako masyadong context dito, but ang last na nakita kong report about it is uh, like pinapatay niya daw, pinagbabaril niya yung mga protesters dun sa rally sa Iran like a couple of weeks ago. That's why galit na galit din karamihan ng Iranian sa kanya.
זר זה שלח טרור לרחבי העולם, אמלל את עמו ושקד כל הזמן, בלי הרף, על התוכנית להשמדת ישראל. התוכנית הזאת איננה, ורבים הסימנים שגם הרודן הזה איננו.
Yes, yan. Ang sabi daw is namatay siya with the airstrike or inassassinate siya. Kaya nagse-celebrate karamihan ng mga nasa Iran ngayon.
אני מודה לידידי הנשיא דונלד טראמפ על מנהיגותו ההיסטורית.
And si Donald Trump daw ang nag-umpisa nito. Friends daw sila ni Donald Trump. And historic daw ang pagkakapatay dito kay Ali Khamenei. Sabihin naman natin, panoorin naman natin yung sabi ni Daddy Trump.
A short time ago, the United States military began major combat operations in Iran. Our objective is to defend the American people by eliminating imminent threats from the Iranian regime.
So, imminent threat. Kasi hindi talaga nagpapatalo yung Iran sa kanila eh. Sabi nga ng Iran, lalaban yung dictator ng Iran sa US. Paano sila lalaban ngayon? Ngayon, deads na yun. Well, let's see. Hindi pa naman natin alam kung ano mangyayari in the future. But, itong sabi
A vicious group of very hard, terrible people. Its menacing activities directly endanger the United States, our troops, our bases overseas.
So, inaatake din nila yung base overseas. Well, superpower kasi pagdating sa weapons ng US eh. So, I hardly think matithreaten sila dun in a massive way. Pero sabi nga ni Trump, well...
And our allies throughout the world. For 47 years, the Iranian regime has chanted death to America and waged an unending campaign of bloodshed and mass murder, targeting the...
So, let's pause that kasi baka ma-copyright strike tayo. But, yun na nga, nagsalita na rin si Trump. And I believe magde-declare sila or ipapakita nila yata yung katawan ni Ali Khamenei, which would signal the stop, hopefully the stop of the war. Sana matapos na yung gera sa Middle East. Kasi hindi lang US, hindi Iran, hindi Palestine, hindi UAE, hindi Jordan, hindi kahit anong bansa sa US Middle East and US ang maapektuhan nito. Kasama tayo dito. Kasi kapag nagtuloy-tuloy itong gera, of course, syempre kanina ba tayo kumukuha ng petrolyo, diba, sa Middle East? That means na tataas, well, regardless, tataas yung presyo ng petrolyo sa Pilipinas sooner or later. That's what I think. And then, probably what would happen is cascading effect siya. So, mag-i-increase din yung presyo ng mga bilihin dahil nga sa gasoline. So, I'm hoping matigil na to. Kasi, the longer this happens, the higher the prices would go. Again, inflationary ang gasolina, ang petrolyo. So kapag may mga ganitong instances, tataas yung presyo kasi nga may hirapan silang i-transport yung petrolyo. So let's hope for the best. And ito ang speech ni President BBM na nagsasabi na wala naman daw naapektuhan, walang nasawing Pinoy, walang nasaktan. We're thankful for that, pero again, we're hoping matapos na yung gera. For Philippine Stock Exchange naman po tayo. Philippine Stock Exchange is back at 6,600 price range. This is quite a bit of a jump from the previous weeks. I'm hoping na tumaas pa to. If not, well, you know what we'll do. We'll buy more good companies, shares ng good companies. Nandiyan na si Maynilad kasi kasama na siya sa PSC, si Maynilad, si ICT. Well, I don't understand ICT yet, so I'm not invested in that. CBDO, of course, Jollibee Food Corporation, and such. So we're waiting for tomorrow's open. Pero I'm thinking na bababa yung presyo ng mga petroleum companies, si Shell, si Petron, dahil nga sa nangyayari sa Middle East. Ito pa pala, because of the ongoing war, bigla na lang naging $0 ang trading ng reals, Iranian reals into United States dollar. Pagdating naman po sa piso, bumababa ang presyo ng dolyar compared sa peso. So, in my opinion, magandang entry to sa mga gustong bumili ng dollars via forex or probably USDT, USDC, mga stable coins. But then again, I'm thinking na bababa pa to kasi nga US is engaged in war. Kapag ang isang country is engaged in war, in my own, understanding of things, I'm hoping I'm wrong. But if I'm right, I think bababa pa ang presyo ng dolyar in the next coming days. Which, again, this is a good entry for us to buy US dollars. And then kapag umaangat na uli ang ekonomiya ng US, and then it's time to sell. So, what do you guys think about what would happen in the future dito sa Philippine market? Well, if may opinions kayo, please let me know in the comments below. Please, palike na rin po and subscribe. Libre lang naman po yan. Pakunting lambing lang po with you guys. Sana po mag-like and subscribe kayo. Again, this is your average Pinoy investor. Have a good one. Ciao, ciao!